Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I'm Khaled, and in today's update I'm going to cover how 5.5 months post-operation have been for me. It feels like it's been a while since my last update, and honestly I feel it's been emotionally hectic. I've been super busy. I took a complete break from my rehab and actually traveled with some friends to Croatia for 10 days, and since I've been back from that trip I feel I've plateaued completely in the gym. My sessions are lacking quality and I feel like I'm just going through the motions. On top of that, my physio sessions are now once a month and I have one later on this week, so I'm hoping after that session I'll be able to reset and refocus. Physical and mental fatigue is high though. My ankle is still very bad, and on some days it's flaring up really bad that I can't walk. And to add to that, my quads are burning out super fast when I run, which is killing my motivation. To be optimistic, I'm going to say it's part of the process, but anyway, let's talk about it. After months of being in and out of the hospital, the physio, the gym doing rehab, and with work, I needed a break from it all. I had a 10-day trip lined up with some friends to Croatia, and it could not have come at a better time. I left for the trip straight after uploading my last video, so I had to ensure that got done before I left, or else I would have fell behind in my updates. I was naive. I told myself to switch off, not think about my injury, but yeah, that was unsuccessful. Overall, the trip was amazing. I had no major swelling on the flight over or throughout, which was great. I squeezed in some mobility exercises along the way just to keep up with my routine. There was plenty of swimming as well, which I counted as active recovery and a great way for me to be able to re-energize. But not everything went so smoothly. One day specifically, we went to Hvar town and I was wearing sandals, which was a really bad move. So we walked for a good bit of time, doing a lot of steps, and with the heat, my ankle flared up really bad to the point where I actually had to sit down for some time to rest before I could continue walking. It was that recurrent pain that I had in the front of my ankle, which is most likely going to be my sinus tarsi, but who knows. It was a scary moment and a kind reminder that 5.5 months post-operation, I'm still not 100% better. There is going to be times where I'm going to get pain and I'm going to be limited on what I can do. The only problem is you cannot preempt it and you will not be able to expect when it's going to happen. And then for example, some other days, after sitting for some time, maybe at dinner, I'd stand up and I'd get a lot of stiffness and pain in my ankle. Stuff that I am used to, but stuff that still very much annoys me, and stuff that I'm also very over 5.5 months post-operation. But overall, given the circumstances and the amount of activity that my ankle went under, my ankle managed really well, so I am happy overall. With all that, I'm just under 6 months post-operation now, and I do have a decent amount of pain still on my ankle. Waking up in the mornings, I still have that chronic stiffness and pain for a couple of minutes. My girlfriend even made comment on it the other day, asking, was this normal so long after your surgery? A fair question in my opinion, because I'm asking myself the same thing every single day. It's weird, I still get that tingling pain in my foot and ankle from time to time, and now after walking for periods of time or so on, my lower leg feels sore, kind of like a tightness sore or like a strain nearly. Maybe it's because I'm not walking correctly or my walking form isn't good enough. It's weird and annoying because at this point of my recovery, I would have expected this to be gone. An example would be, I'd be in work sitting at my desk and maybe I want to go to the bin real quick, or I want to go ask someone a question, and I stand up and I get chronic stiffness and a bit of pain in my ankle to the point where it really limits my mobility. So I'm turning 2 to 5 second walk into a 10 to 15 second walk, which is really annoying 5.5 months post-operation. But that is exactly where I am, and as I said a few minutes ago, it's not all the time, but it's enough to the point where it gets me worried that am I going to suffer when I stand up or not. I can't preempt it. It's not 100% of the time, it's about 70 to 80% of the time, and it doesn't always just come after sitting for long periods. It's when I expect it to come, but it can come maybe after walking or maybe after running even in the gym. So yeah, I can't preempt it. It's very annoying. Honestly, time will only tell how long this will last. I was told before my surgery that this recovery is most likely going to be 6 to 8 months. So let's see how I am at the end of the year. You'll have to stay tuned for that one. So that's it for this update, guys. Thanks for following along. I'm going to make a video soon enough with my 6-month update post-operation, which will include my 9th physiotherapy session and what my expectations were before surgery, and if any of those expectations were met at this point. As always, I really appreciate the support you've been giving me and my channel, and feeding your stories back to me through the comments. If this video was insightful, please give it a like and comment, and until next time, peace.